Welcome back, everybody. This is Fred with Bravo 1 X-Ray. I was contacted by a gentleman by the name of Mark, and he's with the eBay store Snowshooze, and he develops and manufactures upgraded parts for the Dillon line of reloading presses. As you know, I've done a review on a few of his items in the past, and I'll put a link to that video in the description. But I've done a few reviews, and actually you guys contacted him letting him know that you saw my video, and that's what led you to his eBay page to for these products. So he was really impressed with the quality of the video that I've been putting out, and asked me to do an honest review of a couple more of his products. So he sent me one of his products is called the Primer Stop. I think what the intention is he wants an honest product review of his equipment, kind of like the one previous video, and an installation video. So if he can kind of direct future customers to this video so they can kind of get an idea of what it looks like, how it operates, how do you install it, if it's got any quirks. And he just, I mean, if it's junk, he wants to know it's junk. But if it's anything like any of his other products that I've used, that I've shown you, top-notch quality. But like you said, like I showed you, I haven't even opened this up, so I have no idea what's in this package yet. So we're going to open it together, and we're going to install it together, and we're going to review it together, and just keep this as transparent as possible. So let me get the cameras turned around, get me into my tabletop mode over here, and we'll open up this package. We'll kind of look at it, see what all comes in the package, and then do an installation video. So stick around. I think this will be fun and kind of new for all of us here. So let's check it out. So stay tuned. All right, here we go. This is a live feed, I guess, if you will, of his current eBay store. You can see it's Snowshooze. He has a 98.8 seller rating, which is excellent, with 4,900 people purchasing from him. Here's his eBay store. So he's got a couple of things. He's got the single stage conversion for the Dillon XL650. This is the XL650 improvement kit. This is the one that I purchased that has the detent ball spring and the cam arm there. And then you can see here's the difference of the balls and the springs here. He's got the RCBS Pro 2000. He has one for them. Here's the primer stop switch for the XL650. It's retailing for $24.95 plus free shipping, guys. That's awesome. Let's see here. He's got performance improvements for the 550. Rotocam actuator. I actually have this piece as well. It's on that other video that I'll link below. I have this piece as well, the plate bearing, which is awesome. It works great. And then he has a 550 single stage. Then you can buy just the roller cam follower by itself for $15. And all this stuff is free shipping, guys. I mean, you can't beat it. Here's a Dillon XL650 single stage conversion for the lock and load dies. If you have the lock and load, here's some lock and load bearings he's got on there. So yeah, so this is, I think this is the kit actually that I bought right here that has the cam and the plate bearing and the ball detent and spring. So this is just kind of an idea of what he's got on his store on eBay. It's pretty awesome. The guy does good stuff. So let me get the camera turned around again. We'll do a tabletop of the unboxing or unbagging of this primer stop, and let's see what it looks like. Hold on just a second. Okay, so here's the bag here. Let's get it cut open here. And okay, that's everything out of the bag. Got it nicely wrapped here. Got it okay, so this is it's got a little note to me on here. But here's the pieces. Let's see, is that in view? Let's see here, where are we? Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, so what we have here is everything that came in the envelope here. You have a detent ball that seems to be made of steel, a spring, looks like a Delrin piece that the primer will slide on, and then an aluminum piece that appears that's going to go on like so. So let's bring up the instructions and see how this thing goes. I can do some close-ups on this stuff here, I guess. So here's the, it's a machined piece of aluminum. Very good quality machining. You can see some of the tooling on there. I don't think that's going to matter too much. But you can see that this is a one-piece billet that he's machined these T-rails out of. I'm betting that's where the spring and the detent ball goes. That's probably a mounting hole there. But yeah, overall, very nicely done piece here. I know you guys love looking at my hands. But yeah, well done. And here's the Delrin piece. Also machined out of one piece of Delrin. This guy does some great work, man. I'm telling you, this is some high quality pieces here. Look at this. Nice edge on there. And then if you wanted to get a close-up, that's just standard ball and spring. I just have them on the tape so they don't fly everywhere. And all this stuff was taped together. So far so good. Let's go ahead and move the cameras around. And I'll bring up the set of instructions on the eBay page. That's something we need to note, is that the instructions are right on the eBay page. So if you click onto, and I'll rotate the camera here. Let's see, try to zoom out here. Okay, so this is his eBay page, and it's showing this switch over here. Let's see, I'll bring over it explodes it automatically here. So you have the primer, advanced Paul, engages switch cam right here, which would be this piece right here. The on-off position switch travels up with the cam. And the off position be towards the front side of the press there, and will not allow the pawl to activate another piece of the primer. So it looks like this is the installation instructions here. So we have a mounting bolt hole. This is what I thought would be this part right here. The spring bearing receptacle is this part right here, which is I kind of thought. You have the spring and the ball bearing, the milled aluminum mount, the high Zook plastic guide, and let's see, place the spring into the ball bearing and the milled receptacle. So that would be placing it into this hole right there, and then taking the ball and placing it on top of the spring, like so. See, that goes in and out, moves nice and freely. And then we'll move this over. It says hold ball bearing down with thumb while pressing plastic guide over the bearing. So we'll go like this. Just like that. There it is, all put together. Pretty sweet. Okay, so that's it put together. It's snapped in place. And then I think all we got to do now is mount it up. Let's see here. Picture 6 shows on my, let's see here. Lots of times on a run I need to pause the primer progression. Oh, for die adjustments, tool head changes, or when something is out of whack, or I'm done and just want to finish out clean. Anyhow, I put this primer cam rib on a slider so you can push it forward and have the primers feed or pull it back to stop them. Very simple. Picture number 2 is a side-by-side of the factory item and mine. Okay, so let's go up to picture 2. Okay, there it is. All right, so we'll go back over here. So that's the factory one there. And then this is his after it's all put together. Factory, the upgraded version. Okay. Picture 3 shows you how to assemble. That's what we just went over. Let's see here. Yeah, that's what we just went over. It's right here. Put it all together. So that's what I have right now. Picture 4 and 5 demonstrate function. So let's go here. So this would be, sorry, I'm trying to look around the camera here. This would be the on function here. You can see how the angle of the piece right here is actuating the pawl on the primer advance. And then picture number 5. Of course, this one won't blow up now. Shows it in the off position, so it will not actuate the pawl. So let's see here. Picture 96 shows a minor adjustment right here. I'm reading right here. Minor adjustment you might have to do to loosen these 2 screws where I have the wrenches and swing the arm to the right until it stops, just like I'm doing, but only if it hits the switch. The rest are just additional views. Installation is easy. These will ship in pieces in order to get them to you cheap. First slide, the top and bottom. I think we got this worked out. So let's, he ends it off here. Happiness is guaranteed. Apologies for the photography. They're extremely difficult to focus on. So he's got a patent pending on this, which is awesome. I like to see that. I'm telling you, this is a very nice quality piece here. So let's, I'm going to go ahead and adjust the camera again, and we're going to go ahead and get this thing installed and see how it does. All right, hold on just a second. Alrighty, here we go. So I will try to do this and stay out of your way so you can see what I'm doing. But it looks like the first thing we're going to have to do is move the safety arm here. So we'll go ahead and remove that just so it's out of the way. And then we'll need to remove that screw there. And we're going to reuse this screw, so hold on to it. Here's the old piece, comes right out. It looks like we do not use the washer, just the screw. Yep, just the screw. And then this just gets moved right back into its place. Snug it up pretty good. There it is. So what it's very genius actually. It's using the screw as a stop, so you can't push it too far either way without hitting that screw, so it won't come apart on you. You won't shoot that ball bearing and the spring everywhere. And it's looks like it's that easy. Now he said you're probably going to have to move this piece as well, so let's go ahead and do that real fast. Is that even in frame? Yes. Okay, so he said to go ahead and loosen these two pieces here. Grab the right Allen wrench here. So we'll go ahead and loosen this one, and we'll have to loosen that other one in the back there. There we go. Now he says just to move it all the way over to the right. See how there's some play there? So we're just going to move it all the way to the right like he suggested. I know I said only if it hits, but we're just going to move it to the right anyway. So we're going to loosen this screw and this screw here. And you can see how this moves back and forth. It's probably got about, I don't know, like probably less than ½ an inch of movement, but we're going to move it all the way to the right like he said. And then we'll go ahead and tighten these screws back up. Got that one. And we'll just keep a little pressure on there and tighten this one. There we go. Nice and snug. I mean, that's it. That was, I mean, it's one screw installation. We'll go ahead and put our safety bar back in. And that is in the on position. So I'm in the middle of reloading some 9mm. So let's take a look and see how it works here. So this is in the on position. Go ahead and load one up here. Oh. My tripod's in the way. Hold on one second. Let me move this out of the way here. All right. Just so I can get my, there you go. I'll put you back on put you back on target here in a second here. All right, let's get that one done. All right, and let's see here. Okay, let's make sure that you're still on. You're not. Let me move the tripod out of the way just a wee bit here. All right, we had some major camera difficulties there. I'm going to re-record this. I'll be hand holding it, and I want it to be as steady as possible. But here it is. This is the on position, this is the off position. Pretty simple. You guys saw the mounting part. There's the mounting screw there. That's what actually holds it from going too far in either direction, so you don't lose this ball and spring everywhere, which is great. And then if you look right here, that guy right there is the primer advance pawl. And what we're going to do is we're going to watch it right here. Once again, I apologize for if I'm shaky, but I'm trying to handhold so you guys can see all this. As it goes up, it contacts the piece there, and it advances the primer pawl. So now it just advanced the primer system one spot. As it comes down, you'll see it come down, and it misses it. Okay, so now that's how it's when it's in the on position. So we'll move it to the off position. I'm going to focus it here. We're going to move it to the off position, which it's just like maybe a ½ an inch of movement. I mean, it doesn't move very far. And then you'll see as the primer pawl comes up, get it back in focus. There we go. It misses it all the way up. So essentially it turns off the priming system. So it did not advance anything. Okay, so that was off. We'll move it back to the on position. And we'll see the priming pawl right there. It advances the primer system. Maybe come from the top. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. So this is the off position. There you go. And it's very difficult to get in there. A lot of stuff in the way. But you can see how it just misses it. That's it. That's how it works. Works great. Well, there you have it. That's the primer stop system made by Snowshooze on eBay. So check them out. This is a great system. It's got a big thumbs up by me. It works great, works as is intended, easy install, top quality parts, can't go wrong. So this is Bravo 1 X-Ray approved, and appreciate you guys coming by, checking it out, and check out his store. He's got a lot of stuff for the Dillon products on the store. So anyway, this is Fred with Bravo 1 X-Ray, wishing you guys 73. Have a great weekend.